as the investors are getting edgier on specs, buying their qualifying assets before the looming deadlines, Reach Energy is planning to buy its very first QA after 1.5 years of waiting. Are the still low oil prices making oil assets shopping any easier? Let's speak to Reach Energy's MD, Engineer Shahul Hamid Mohd Ismail, to find out more. Good morning, Engineer Shahul. Thank you for joining us today. Yesterday, Reach Energy announced that it is actually going to acquire Emil oil fields for 638.2 million ringgit, and it's about 85% of the amount that Reach Energy raised during the IPO in 2014. So do you think it's too pricey? Do you think Reach Energy could still negotiate the price?
I think we went through a very thorough process of valuing this asset, and I think we have a very good deal here.
When can the new asset start contributing to Reach Energy?
The new asset, or rather the acquisition, is already a producing asset. It is already generating revenue and over the last several years. So we are actually getting into an asset that is producing revenue. Our acquisition is effective from the 30th of September 2015. So once we complete the acquisition process, then everything gets back to that timing.
And how did you filter out all the other potential targets before you narrow down to only this oil asset?
We looked at some 40 candidates around Asia Pacific and around the fringes of Asia Pacific, not counting some that we just threw out after a first glance. And among these 40 candidates, serious candidates, this particular candidate was ranked at the top, really. And we've spent the last 3-4 months looking at it very, very closely and thoroughly.
So when you say rank the top, right, do you mean it's the most affordable, or is it because of the oil is the best among all the other assets?
Top in the sense of our own criteria. We wanted actually to get an onshore asset. As a newcomer, it is safer to do that, and an asset closer to populated areas, as an asset that is already in production, as an asset that has got substantial upsides and less operational difficulties.
Now let's be very honest, because the spec reputation in this country is not the best among all the other countries. Do you think investors are slowly, getting their interest and fading away from this kind of instrument?
We are the fourth spec, I think we all need to be given sufficient time to prove ourselves, and each spec it should be looked at in its own right. I don't want to make any comparisons. In fact, we are well ahead of our timeline. We have up to August 2017. As I've said before, we have completed our selection within the 2-year time frame, and now the next step is to move ahead and complete the transaction and show to our investors that they've got something really worthwhile.
We also spoke about oil prices last January. It was at about $48 a barrel, and you thought that it was a short-term plunge. But do you think this time, oil prices has finally found its bottom?
In my view, it's found its bottom. I think it's taken a little bit longer than usual. I've lived through probably 5 or 6 such ups and downs in my long career, and this time it took a little bit longer, but it's strengthening now. That's good for us. We pick up an asset when the oil price is really rock bottom, and then you then look forward to increasing its value when the prices go up.
For the drop of each dollar of of oil prices, how does this affect your business in terms of revenue?
If you are a lean and mean operator, which we all should be, not just when the oil price is down you become lean and mean. When the oil price is up, you become very, very spendthrift and all that. But if you do that, then your revenue impact is not that bad. You are able to live through this kind of ups and downs.
So Emil Oil Fields has about a total of 48 wells, but only 16 wells are producing at the moment. So do you think you're going to up the production?
Yeah, well, in the sense that all the wells are in good order, just that because of this prolonged low oil price scenario, the current operator or partner has taken a prudent approach to cut back the production. You know, it's no point producing high when the oil price is low. So that is the reason they've kept only the needed wells producing. At the same time, there is also restriction on gas production because a lot of these wells are also producing both oil and gas. So they are now investing in a gas processing facility, you know, and that facility will be up and running by the end of this year. So in order to restrict too much gas, they've also selectively chosen only the wells with low gas, what we call low gas oil ratio to put on production.
The asset that you're buying in, it has a total outstanding shareholder loan of about $288.5 million US. Are you planning to pay off 60% of the loan?
Indeed, because what happens is this loan was given to MA Royal by the owners, by the shareholders. So we will take that portion of the 60% of the portion of that loan as part of the acquisition.
Last question, and you say you need SC approval for this acquisition. How long will it take for SC to give you the green light?
Actually, we have put in 6 months in our SPA with the vendor. The 6 months is actually to give us enough time to make a submission to the SC, which we hope to do within 2 months, and then give SC ample time to do the screening and approval. So we're looking at something like the whole process would take 6 months.
In the life of a spec, getting a QA is already half of the battle. While Reach Energy has reached a milestone, what they do with it remains to be other part of the war.